Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back again. We're back again with what? What are we back with? We're back with the Flameside podcast. It's a special day today. It's episode 10. We're hitting milestones. We're hitting some good clickbaity words, some TikTokable clips, some stuff that's going to go off today. How are we feeling on the 10th episode side?
Yeah, big double digits, hitting a big milestone here on the flame side. That's what we do here. We set goals and we hit them, Simple as
Yes,
that.
sir. I could not have said it better myself, even though I tried so desperately in that intro. Number 10. What do you got on number 10? Name some number 10s.
Number 10.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't shit, do you have one?
Yeah. I can do a little Patrick Sharp magic. Chicago Blackhawk legend, three cups. Classic number 10. I think Mitchell Trubisky was also number 10, if I'm not
He
mistaken. Let me
was. I
confirm.
actually know that,
He
weirdly
was.
enough.
We got Trubisky number 10. I can't think of many other 10s though, if I'm being honest.
I just thought of one.
Uh-huh.
Current flyer, Bobby Brink.
Bobby Brink's number 10.
Yeah, Bobby Brink wears 10.
Yo,
I
I hate to
think.
do this. I hate to do this to you, but I think Bobby Brink is kind of ass.
His ass?
I mean,
You
yeah.
don't have to tell me that. I've seen his ass play.
I mean, what do you think he's got some juice?
Hell nah.
I think he's kind of ass.
He is kind of ass, but we'll know for sure this year. Like he'll actually play. So
Yeah. Okay.
Torts hates him, if that tells you anything.
Well, no, but doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my number 10 I'm going with. Bobby.
that's fair enough. I'm trying to think. Why do I feel like current Bull is number 10? I don't know.
DeRozan?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't. I think he might be 11. Yeah, he's 11.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever.
Is there any
Um,
current Bulls, bro?
there might be.
What does Io
I,
wear? Oh, he
what do
wears
you
12, right?
What do you think about number 10, like aura wise?
Not a fan.
Not a fan of it?
Mm-mm. What about you?
Nah, not a fan either. I do like lower numbers in general, though. I think a number below 20 is nice to have on the back of the jersey. It's easy to remember. It's a little bit iconic. Number 10 in particular, I
Yeah,
could
I'm
do
not
without it.
about it.
I could do without it.
I think 10's kind of weak.
Yeah. I feel like nobody ever, when they're talking about like legendary numbers, no one's ever like touting 19. I think 19 is such a lit number.
It's good.
Like,
It's
there's been
good.
some legends to don the 19 on the back of the sweater throughout the years, and like, where's the respect? Does 19 get respect in basketball? I mean, in hockey, it's huge, but I'm not sure.
Nah, I don't even. Hell no, dude.
No, no one's repping 19.
Basketball hype numbers are like 1, 0, fucking who knows, 8 or no,
Zero.
23. Oh, what am I talking about,
Oh
bro?
yeah.
That's like the biggest hype number in hoops.
I kind of have a problem with number zero.
You don't like it?
It's not a number, bro.
I think there's a team that has a 0 and a double zero on their team.
Ooh, ooh, I don't like that. That's
I,
so like
dude, I could actually, I'm gonna fact check myself.
I don't want to call it cringe, but like, oh, I'm number zero. Okay, I don't know. It's just not really.
Oh my
Or
gosh,
number
there's
double
five
zero.
fucking teams, but this was 2 years ago. Pacers, Mathurin, Halliburton. Oh yeah, this is like outdated at this point, but that is crazy. Come on. 0 and a double zero.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of fun, but at the same time, like, I'd be a little bit pissed if it's like, oh, what a play by number zero. I'd be like, but I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. I whatever. I mean, I think jersey numbers in general is like a silly thing. So whatever. We can move past it, but it is cool. I think I'm gonna. Miss Trubisky's a fun one. We'll stick with him for me. Um, what do you got going on this week? What happened with you?
Certainly nothing exciting.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the dumps this week, but
Uh,
it's not even worth going into. What about you? Do you have anything notable?
no, not in particular. My cat keeps trying to eat my flowers, which is not allowed. Get down. Not allowed at all. So if you see me motioning over to my left here, can you get off the flowers? Come on, get down. Get down. he loves them. He had his lunch, so I don't know why he wants to eat the flowers so bad, but he's not allowed to. I want to make that expressly clear on the podcast.
My kitty likes to eat the flowers at home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's having fun, but like, not everything in life can be all fun and games all the time. Somebody has to be responsible and let him know that eating the flowers is not okay. I'll relax.
At least you're glad he's having fun.
Yeah, well, now the other cat is fucking sniffing around at the flowers. I trust him not to eat. You get down now. God.
So
Ah,
have you ever sent like a cringy text to a girl when you're in high school?
I definitely, no doubt. I have had some horrible moments that I would not ever want to get into on the podcast.
Yeah, I had
Um,
this idea earlier today where I wanted to read some old text of ours to like girls back when we were in high school or middle school or whatever. Mostly it would be high school, but because that that shit can be super embarrassing, but I just can't do it.
yeah,
But let us know if you guys want to see that. That
yeah.
is,
I mean, they can let us know. They're not going to get a promise from me that they're getting anything because I have no desire to look back through that. I had some pretty sad moments. I'll say nothing
did you
good.
ever like compromise who you were, like say that you were something that like you're not?
Definitely. I mean, I've acted completely pathetic and been like an awful person. Like not like yeah, I don't know. Just no, nothing good.
I was reading this conversation just to give you guys a little bit of something. And this girl was like totally calling me out for like, oh, I don't even want to fucking say actually, damn it. But it was
Yeah,
just so fucked up to see me getting like called out and how I was like trying to work out of it.
yeah. No, I mean, I get it, bro. Life is tough sometimes. I mean, sometimes you can't help but be like the worst person alive.
It's not even that I was necessarily being the worst person alive, it's just that I was being so cringy.
Yeah,
Like if Matt heard that, our good listener Matt, if he heard one of these texts I sent, he'd be like, "Come." He'd be shaking his head. "Oh, come on."
yeah. I mean, I do think it's a relatable thing, though. I mean, everyone's had a moment when they were younger, probably when they're talking to somebody that they're romantically interested in, where they maybe don't, it doesn't maybe reflect the best version of themselves. But I still just can't help but feel like, I don't know, I've had some especially bad moments. So, you know, if
Um,
you want to go find some fun text for yourself, be my guest, buddy. Not gonna be me.
yeah. Have you ever like slid into DMs?
Um,
I know you're like kind of long out of those times of your life.
Yeah, it's been a while. I never really had to. Not like that, but like uh not really. Yeah. I kind of like I've like slid in the DMs, but not being very forward in them, if that makes sense, you know?
What do you think about like sliding into the DMs? You think that's like an L play?
No, I think that's awesome. I think it's actually great. I mean, like I think especially if you're doing it in a way where it's like complimenting what the person is like posting or like sharing on their page, like if they're sharing something that they're clearly interested in and you're also interested in that thing, then like, if you can get along on that, I think that's great. I think that's just like how like relationships of any kind form. Unless it's like, oh, like I find this person physically attractive, so I'm just gonna go into their DMs and like, try to riz. I mean, that's like also fine. I'm not gonna frown on that, but I think it's
That's
like
kind of
also
what I'm
weird.
referring to.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you
no,
don't really know the person, you're like, whatever, I'm
I
gonna
don't
just
really
shoot a
recall doing
shot.
that. I've especially never done that with somebody that like I knew personally.
Yeah, but do you think that's lame?
I wouldn't call it lame.
Do you think it's an L play?
No, it's not like an L play. I
L
mean,
Riz?
I think it's a tiny bit of an eye roll, but like if it's your only option, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I guess.
Like if you have no way to contact the person and you're extremely interested in them, I mean, it's a good way to break the ice, I suppose. But I just feel like it takes a like it can be real. I don't want to say creepy. It's not creepy to like reach out to somebody in DMs, but like it can get creepy quick if you don't like, kind of understand like your role in that like interaction, like if they don't like immediately like reciprocate a little bit of interest, then like that's it, like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know, like if they respond positively, then that's great. I think that's a lot of fun. I just like I just wonder how often that's the case. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of times in which it can be like not received well, and then like the person who initially created the interaction doesn't like get the message to relax. I don't know. I'm kind of creating a made up scenario in my head, but
The success rate of DMing is definitely not good.
no. I actually am a little bit surprised by that. I thought it like wouldn't have been too bad because it's like if you've ever had somebody, I mean, I've never had somebody slide into my DMs and be like, "You are the most beautiful person alive," or
I
anything.
don't think
But
that
like
happens to guys very often.
having somebody, I mean, like people have like reached out to me before on DM, and like that feels good sometimes just to know somebody who like doesn't have like somebody somewhat unpromptedly reaching out to you is kind of fun. I guess is all I'm trying to say. Shoot me, I guess.
Oh, I mean,
But
it's kind of like confidence boosting a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, definitely. Um, which is cool. Everybody likes to know that somebody random. I think you like it's that extra boost on social media as well, though, because it's like they don't even know who you are, but like they just think like what you put out there and like how you present yourself and like somewhat of how you look is like good, and like everybody likes knowing, everybody likes hearing that kind of stuff and thinking that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, so do you think you're gonna send any DMs?
Not anytime soon, that's for sure. If we're lucky, never again. Am I right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to talk about something else?
Yeah, I mean, I have plenty of things to talk about. These are the flowers that I actually had to go remove from the kitchen table because my kittens were not being very trustworthy with them. So, uh, here are the flowers, and they just make me feel a certain type of way. What kind of emotions do flowers evoke out of you? And I want you to think about different contexts. I want you to think about I'm walking downstairs, there's flowers on the kitchen table. I want you to think about I'm walking down the street, there's flowers on the sidewalk. Like,
Hmm.
what do flowers bring out? And I want you to specifically think about this bouquet right here, this color scheming.
Yeah, I think that's important to note. It totally depends on the type of flower for me, dude. Like majorly. Like I
Uh
think
huh.
some flowers like give me like I'm not about it, and some of them I'm like I'm all about it.
Not to be confused, when you said sunflowers, it kind of sounded like sunflowers, but I don't think you said
No, no,
sunflowers.
I didn't say sunflowers, some flowers. And actually sunflower is kind of one of those that's like ass in my opinion. Like if I
Sunflowers
came
are ass.
yeah, if I went downstairs and there was a bouquet of sunflowers sitting on our fucking island, I'd be like, here goes my roommates again.
It just it gets tricky for me. It gets tricky for me for a very specific reason.
Like if I went downstairs also and I saw like a bouquet of roses, like I'm gonna be thinking like I'm gonna get rizzed right
Yeah,
now.
is your roommate trying to rizz you, bro?
It
What's
just
up with
depends on the
that?
flowers. And if those flowers were sitting on my counter, I'd be like, this is lit.
Do
Do
you
they smell nice?
associate? Oh yeah, they do. Do you associate roses with vampires?
No.
No. What evil
Actually,
villain?
kind of, yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah,
roses are a little evil in a way. I feel.
there's this one like music artist that I listen to who will do kind of like some darker stuff and like it's usually like roses go hand in hand with his like dark aura.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like it's a very beautiful flower, but at the same time, it does evoke a little bit of uh, devious
It's kind of like
vibes to it.
dark.
Yeah, in a way. I feel like it's been portrayed a lot through history and different kind of fiction works as like both a love and evil kind of thing. But the reason why I bring up vampires in particular is because one, I texted you about it beforehand that I wanted to bring it up, but two, I just kind of have a gripe with vampires. Like, but like what's with like vampire privilege, right? So like, if we're talking about like fable and like evil villains, evil beings throughout history depicted in fiction, how come sorry, how come vampires, especially of late, are getting like the best rep of all time? You know? Like Edward Cullen, like smoking hot dude, gets to like bag the girl up to high school. Like fucking all of Vampire Diaries, bless my heart, I never watched that bullshit, but like I'm pretty sure that's all about like vampires getting laid and whatnot, living forever, being super strong and fucking cool. But then, like, you also look at the way another group of villainous beings are being handled, and that one is the zombies. And I just have to ask society, why are we okay with zombies being like brain dead, ugly fuckers that like just want to murder and kill? Like, both vampires and zombies murder humans to survive. Well, I guess it's even less bad for zombies because I don't think they even need to. Like they eat brains, right? But like I don't think it's like a sustenance thing. Like they just kind of do it. Vampires like need to like drink blood to survive, at least from the Twilight lore. So it's like, if you ask me, one's a little more dangerous, and yet we choose to like, suckle on one's fucking titty and suck on one's cock, and the other we're like, ew, ew, murder them, you know? And I just have to ask why. What about it? You know?
Yeah, it's something's up with it for sure. I'm like thinking about like ugly vampires. Like, can you think of one?
No, I mean I feel like back in the day, like Dracula and like whatever the fuck, like those guys, like yeah, like people didn't fuck with them, right? Like they were pretty evil. But I feel like vampires in today's fictional modern context, every single time there's a vampire in a show or movie, his ass is getting laid, bro.
Dude, I'm on r/vampires right now. Why are vampires so hot in media? Question mark. Like drinking blood should not be this sexy. And I am undercover says they've evolved to keep up with prey. Hear me out here. Back in the old times, vampires were supposed to be freaky, ugly creatures with raw, primal power, right? Well, that's because people were God-fearing back then, so vampires had to hunt down their prey like foxes chasing hares. Now, though, everyone is just really horny, so vampires as a predator evolved to be wickedly hot. How instead of hunting, they lure like a Venus flytrap, emitting a sweet, alluring scent. Either way, I like the hot ones personally.
That's a goaded ass post. I
The
I will
hell,
say
bro?
there's quite a bit of rambling there, but I think that they do have one thing right, which is that we need to put the fear of God back into the common folk for sure because they're getting out of hand. And yeah, I mean, motherfuckers are way too horny if they can't help themselves but fucking dream about fucking a vampire. So fair enough, whatever.
Was
Um,
Dracula hot?
that's what I said is I don't think so. I don't think vampires used to be this sexy.
Let me look at Dracula.
Take a look for me. Sexy?
Oh, hell no. Well, I feel like maybe like my mom might find him attractive. No, come on. I'm actually not gonna do that to Mrs. B. I'm sorry, mom. Come on, you don't think this guy's hot.
I'm confused why like your mom would, but like not like you or like not anybody else.
Well, my mom would find Dracula hot.
Yeah, what? Like I just don't know what that means, I guess.
I kind of was
Like
just like saying like he looks like the pictures I'm seeing of Dracula, he's old, and I'm like, well, my mom thinks, she's older, so she would be more
okay. No,
attracted
I track.
to like the older dude.
Yeah, older Dracula. Fair
Like I
enough.
feel
I
like
mean,
I feel like beauty in general like has just changed so much like that. Like I feel like old, sexier people, I'm like, ugh,
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, I mean that makes sense. Fucking like the age range you're attracted to is a strange thing. I don't know how it works. It's confusing, but I mean either way, it just opens up a nice discussion. Like, has anybody ever talked about Edward Cullen being a massive fucking pedo? Like being like what thousands of millions of years old? He's pulling up to a high school and like fucking impregnating a high school girl. Like,
Oh,
do we need to cancel Edward Cullen? Is something like why am I the only one posing these important questions? You know,
yeah, it is weird.
are you with me?
I'm with you, bro. And
What are we
like
gonna do about
how
this?
much and like let me ask you this. Like how much better would Walking Dead be if the zombies were like kind of good looking?
Kind of sexy,
Yeah.
kind of sexy, not so brain dead.
Yeah, would you like Walking Dead more?
Sure. I mean, yeah, fuck it, right? Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
I don't know.
sex sells. Maybe that's where this this ends.
I just think it's a weird thing. I just think it's a weird thing. I'm not sure if it's for any particular reason other than like we wanted to make like one of these things sexy. But like I don't know. I guess they're meant to be like more intelligent, right? Like zombies are supposed to be brain dead. Maybe that's why we decided to make them more human-like and more I don't know. Yeah, fucking beats me. It's just strange. And Edward Cullen's a pedophile. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all we have to say on that segment.
All right. Well, then, do you want to talk about Matt's email?
Yeah, let's get
We
into
could
some
do like
emails.
one of the hardest pivots of all time.
Yeah, let's pivot off of sexy vampires into emails.
All right, so we got an email from Matt. He said, "Hey boys, appreciated your measured, insightful takes on my batch of questions discussed on the last pod. Although I
Beautiful.
did not care for you picking the city of Milwaukee, the Baltimore of the Midwest, while it's down. But his question is, who do you think the Wizards should take with the number two overall pick in the upcoming draft, and why?"
Gotta be Bronny. I might have to ask you to take this one. Do you have a good answer for this?
Yeah, I've actually done a little bit of research for this, and also I've like heard a lot of talk because like apparently this is like a shitty draft,
Uh huh.
and a lot of people seem to say that Alex Sarr is going to go number one.
Who's that?
He's this French dude who I'm not even that big on him, but honestly, I do think like if the Hawks end up not taking Sarr, I think the Wizards should.
Uh huh.
But if they do take Sarr, I'm seeing people say maybe Zachary Rishashar. I think that's how you say his name, or Stephen Castle. I'm not about these guys, okay?
Uh
I
huh.
think I think the Wizards at two. Like, what's working for the Wizards these days? Denny Avdia? Is that about it? Is that like the only thing that's working?
I have some Wizards takes, but you can keep going.
Well, I think Denny Avdia is just about the best thing going for them right now.
Disagree.
But I do see this guy here, Mattis Buzelis.
Uh
I
huh.
love I love him. I actually think he's going to be a stud. Yeah,
Zealous.
he kind of sucked from three this year, but he's cocky. I've heard him talk. I've heard like all these rookies talk, and they're all pretty cool. Also, Jalen Williams, right, from the Thunder.
Yes.
His brother Cody Williams is about to get drafted in the top 10.
Swag.
And I don't know if you could take him at two, just because like they just never would take him at two. But I usually feel like I don't know. I just have a good feeling about Cody Williams, Jalen's brother. Like I think he's gonna be like maybe not just as good, but he's gonna be fucking good.
Yeah.
But I'd
I don't know.
recommend Sar if they don't take Sar, I think you just take fuck Rishashar. I feel like that's who you guys are gonna take, but I'm not a fan. And then yeah, I like Buzelis. That would be like my pick. Honestly, I'm big on him.
Yeah, I've also heard it's a shitty draft, which kind of sucks. It always sucks when your team rebuilds and like you really ask for a while and you get to get excited about some rookies and then you get to the draft and it's like, oh yeah, this is the worst draft in like 16 years and you're like, oh cool, which is kind of how it sounds like this NBA draft is, which is unfortunate. Um, I mean, yeah, it's like I don't really know any of the prospects you just named to be honest, so I'll defer that to you. I do have some Wizards takes though that in general I don't think the Wizards are totally broken. Like I do think that there's talent on the roster. Like you're not beginning from complete scratch at least. And like call me crazy, bro. Like I don't know if this is still the plan in their heads. I doubt it at this point, but like I don't think building around Jordan Poole is totally done yet. I do think Jordan Poole is still like has a pulse. Am I crazy? Is that crazy?
No, you're not crazy. I mean, once he went to the bench, like he started to do good. Like I think Jordan Poole in like the six-man role, like the Malik Monk role, like guy off the bench to like spark plug some offense. There's no reason why he couldn't do that for them.
Sure, I do think that he still has more in him. I mean, he's still only fucking like what 24 now. Like, still a very young player. Has still played a ton. Like, I do think that he still has some room to get better. I mean, shit, he's fucking fairly older than us, and
I
like
mean,
we're
that's
still
why I
pretty
wouldn't
young.
like jump to take a guard at two because like I do think like playing him more is definitely a good option. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I'll
think he'll
also
get
give you
better.
a I'll give you a bonus, Matt, because I see you guys pick at 26 here, and there's some other guys that I like that will maybe be there around 26. And one I love late round is Dayron Holmes from where is he? Where did he go? Dayton, I think. That he is a stud. Like I know he's gonna be a stud. Maybe not, but I like him a lot. So if he's there, I would love to take him if I were the Wizards or Jalen Tyson. I'm big on him as well
I did
from
watch
Cal.
I did watch more Dayton basketball games this last year than I'd like to admit, and I know they did have one kid that was really good. Is this
They're
the
a
kid
big
that
dude.
was? I thought they had one kid that was like elite from three, so probably not.
I mean, Dayron Holmes shot like 38% from three,
Maybe I don't know,
but
but
he had
yeah, I
20
mean,
points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 38 from three. He's good.
yeah, that's pretty good. I guess what is the vibe if you're Washington right now? Like you're just gonna keep accumulating talent. I mean, it's like they have a weird collection of talent on the roster. Like Kuzma isn't like totally worthless. Like Jordan Poole isn't worthless. Like these guys are like decent. It's just I don't really know what the vision is. I guess it's a little jumbled right now.
I think Jenny Abdia is really good.
Abdia too. Abdia and Corey Kispert, whatever you think
Not
about it.
bad.
I
Not
mean,
bad.
yeah, it's like I shouldn't put so much hate on Abdia. He's fine. Um,
He's good, bro. No, he's actually good.
is he a guard?
No, he's like a three.
Oh. Well, either way, I mean,
But he's
like
young
it.
still, bro, and he had a good season.
I feel like they can in a few years run into like the Pelicans problem where it's like they got a lot of players who are like starter caliber, but like they're kind of lacking, that top heaviness that like a lot of the best teams kind of need, And like I
Hmm.
guess Pelicans might be a weird example because they have Zion, who's fucking amazing, but like you know, um, I feel like they're accumulating a lot of guys who are like pretty good.
Yeah, they could definitely make some good trades. It
They
depends.
should
It
get
just depends how they run this shit, man. Like they could like do a solid rebuild, honestly.
they should get Tobias.
Toby,
Yeah. So what are you advocating for them like taking like getting what you can for like Poole and Kuzma and such, and then like just
I wouldn't
completely
trade Poole. I would trade Kuzma though.
yeah. I wonder what you would get for Kuzma at this point. Probably not too much.
I would trade Kuzma. I'd let Poole play a ton and miss a bunch of shots, but also cook a little.
Uh huh.
I'd pair him with Boozelis and
Who's Ellis?
Dayron Holmes and Denny and let them
Yeah.
boys cook.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, there's no rush really if you're the Wizards to like be good. So mine is definitely don't trade Poole.
Yeah. Well, best of luck with the Wizards, Matt.
Yeah, good luck, Matt. We're gonna move on to Josh here. Josh, welcome back to the show. Thanks for sending them in. So Josh says he's got some inquiries for us.
Okay.
Candy, chocolate or sugar shit? Fave one? Bro, I can't get enough of the gummy worms, bears,
Wait.
anything like. I'm
Is this
reading
a
this.
question or is Josh just talking?
He said basically the question is chocolate or sugar shit? Question mark. Fave one? Question mark. Bro, I can't get enough. And then he just told us, bro, can't get enough of the gummy worms or gummy bears.
Okay. Fair enough.
The second
Um.
question, wait, well, let me read the second two. Um, New York pizza or Chicago deep dish? Never had the Chicago one. Don't even look like real pizza. Any good? Much love to Josh, dude. You're a real fan, bro. Um, so candy, like your candy question, I'm sugar shit all day long, bro. I'm not a chocolate guy. How about you?
Well, so I'm assuming by sugar shit they mean like fruity, like candy, right?
Skittles, Sour Patch
Yeah.
versus like Snickers, Twix.
Ooh, make my mouth water. I don't know. I actually do kind of like go back and forth. Like, um, if I had to really pick one, I feel like I would go chocolate just because like it's more versatile. Like you can reach like the cheapest thrills like a Snickers or a Twix or a Kit Kat. But you can also go for like a dark chocolate covered pretzel where it's like, well, I guess it's not really candy anymore, is it? I don't know.
That's candy.
Is it?
Dark chocolate covered pretzel?
Yeah.
I would say that's candy. No.
Where you feel I don't know. I
At
mean,
least it's chocolate. Like he's asking
yeah.
chocolate or fucking.
I'll go chocolate just because, like, yeah, you can feel a little more, pinky up fancy if you're gonna have like dark chocolate and like have a little bit of fun. Whereas, like, if you're eating that sugar shit, you're gonna feel one way while you're eating it and one way after, which is this is really fucking like over the top fun in my mouth, and then I feel like absolute shit after. And like that's fine and everything, but I feel like that would just get old.
He said also favorite. So do you have a favorite like chocolate item or chocolate
Fuck,
bar or whatever?
fuck. Can you take favorites first? Let me think.
Yeah, so I like the sugar shit. I'm all about Skittles, Sour Patch. I like that stuff over chocolate. I don't know. I think I don't like chocolate how it like can smear. Like chocolate on like a hot day, dude. Fuck no. All over your fingers. My favorite candy kind of differs by the day, it feels like, and I don't really buy it that much anymore. I don't know. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite chocolate?
I feel like, and this is gonna be so embarrassing, but like, dude, if I had to like pick one, it's hard because I'm thinking like pick one and like that's what I'm eating. And like I think most of the time, if I was forced to, I'd just be like, give me a Snickers, bro. A Snickers is like it's easy, it's always good, like it's fun. It just like gets the job done every time. Is it gonna be like the best one you could possibly get every chance you get? No, but like a Snickers just goes hard every time for me. Especially if you're gonna get some frozen Snickers. Holy moly, you're cooking. So I don't know. I mean, I'll go Snickers, dude. I'll go Snickers. Can I give like a shout out to Spree? I know I didn't say it like sugar shit, but Spree is such a fun candy.
Oh, you like sprees, huh?
I do like Spree. Yeah,
What do you think about gummy worms or gummy bears like Josh likes?
they're fine. They just give me a stomach ache.
I like the sour gummy bears. Those are like maybe my favorite candy.
Yeah, I used to. I have core memories of me and my sister going to my older brother's hockey games, and we would get $1 from my father to go to the vending machine. Sound like an old fucker. I would get $1 from my father back in my day when shit was fucking affordable, and we'd get like sour Skittles or like Shockers, and like you'd pop one in your mouth and you just sprint around the room for like fucking like 5 minutes because it would give you such a fucking like sugar rush because it's like ripping away the taste buds on your tongue. It's so like electrically fucking sugary.
Wait, which one?
Like Shockers or sour Skittles,
Oh,
like stuff
sour
like that.
Skittles, bro, will make me like actually sweat.
You ever had Shockers?
No, I don't think so.
Please give Shockers a Google because like oh my gosh, dude,
I'm looking at
these
so much
things
candy on my phone right now.
these things back in the day, like
I've never
really
seen this, bro.
never seen Shockers.
No,
I wonder if they aren't a thing anymore.
I have never seen that. Oh, it just made me think though. I love fucking Mambas. Do you like Mambas?
I don't know what that is.
I think that's a good ass candy.
Is it like a chocolate bar?
No,
Let me look at this.
Mambas,
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen these. I've never actually had them though. They look like old
They're
people
like
candy.
they're kind of like Starburst, but they're a little different.
They look like what would be in like your grandparents' like cookie jar, and you'd be like, what are these doing in here?
I think they're good. I mean, I like a lot of candies, bro. I can't even pick a favorite. Oh, maybe like
Yeah.
Sour Patch Watermelon. That's a good one.
Ooh, that's
All
not fun.
right, second question. New York or Chicago style? How is the Chicago too? Just,
Yeah. Can I actually be a dick real quick?
Yeah.
So, um, I know it's a deep dish, and I'm not mad at you, Josh. Like I'm not
No, he
saying
said
you
he's
fucked
never
up.
even tried it.
I know. I get really mad when people associate like Chicago pizza with like only deep dish because that's not like Chicago pizza. Like, yeah, we got deep dish and like we're kind of like the center for deep dish. That's fine. But like a classic Chicago pie is a thin crust pizza. Like, it is not the same as New York. It is very different and it's really fucking good. I love Chicago pizza. You get a Chicago pizza from like, fucking like Wise Guys or like fucking
Rosati's?
Nancy's. I've never had Rosati's actually. I don't think, but
What?
um, no, I probably have at some point. But like either way, like that's a Chicago pizza to me. Deep dish is like a novelty. Like yeah, you can get it from time to time. I get a deep dish from Limo Nani's from time to time. It's pretty good. It's not like my favorite. It isn't really pizza. It's more of like it eats more like a pasta almost in a way, or it's like a shit ton of sauce, and like you're gonna need a fork at some point, and like it's just a lot going on. It's not my absolute favorite. I would challenge you to go to Chicago and eat everything besides the deep dish pizza and see how you feel because I'm telling you, there's some good pizza in Chicago.
Yeah, Josh said it doesn't even look like real pizza, kind of like what you said. And
I mean, what do you think about it?
I'm not a big deep dish guy at all. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean I think it's like fine. I kind of hate that like if my dad got a Lou Malnati's like pizza, I would eat like one or two slices and I would be fucking like
Uh-huh.
sick to my stomach. So
Yeah.
I definitely prefer a New York slice. I just don't get that ever.
Yeah. I mean, I will say New York is doing pizza right. I mean, it's just like New York has such an advantage with selling pizza because like selling by the slice is so like optimized in Manhattan because everybody's walking past your store. You don't have to worry about any like driving traffic. Like these like Chicago's like downtown is like a little different, but even like downtown Chicago is like still a tiny bit reliant on like cars to get around, and you don't have quite as much foot traffic. In New York, like you can really rely on like the slice model, where like you're baking your pies, you're putting them out, you're selling by the slice. You don't got to worry about like over producing like too much like pies that people aren't going to buy. You do slices, it's more controllable, and like I think it's easier to do what New York does for their pizza. So I think they have a little bit of an advantage, and I think Chicago pizza does not deserve to be recognized as deep dish, and I think that it's really good. And I agree that deep dish is a little bit weird. And so I guess if you put like if you told me like Chicago deep dish or New York pizza, I'll tell you New York pizza. That's fine, but I say the premise of your question is misguided. Is what I would tell you.
You should tell them to try a Rosati's. That's real Chicago
Try
style.
Rosati's. Try a thin crust Rosati's and tell me how you feel.
That shit is
Seriously.
yummy, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, our Zoom session's got 2 minutes left. We have no emails. Really, the
Wow.
only thing left on the docket, if anything, would be Himothy, but no point in rushing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean let's close out the session and we'll get into one more juicy topic and then we'll Himothy it out.
Sounds good. See y'all soon. Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with the second half of this podcast. All we have left is the Himothy of the week, a super epic thing. Um so so Shane.
I got some things before that maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah, what's up?
Well, dude, I get so fucking pissed whenever Zoom fucking stabs us in the goddamn back with this bullshit, dude, with the fucking recording and whatnot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I almost feel like it's not a safe space for me to talk about the things I really want to talk about sometimes, you know?
Yeah, Zoom really disrupts this whole thing, doesn't it?
Do you mind if I actually like bring up some shit that I've been wanting to talk about, but I'm not sure if Zoom's gonna allow it?
Yeah, yeah.
I've been feeding my cats gravel.
Oh.
You ever seen that TikTok? The TikTok lady who like feeds like lets her baby eat like dirt and gravel, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's okay." Like she like that's what they're supposed to eat.
I have seen the Thousand Ways to Die episode of the guy who used to eat his neighbor's soil so much, but his neighbor's soil had like human feces in it, and he was basically eating human feces for months.
Okay, that's awesome, but I feel like I'm not allowed to come on here and say like my idea of raising beings is that they should be allowed to eat what like the original founders of the earth ate, which was likely dirt, mud, rocks, sticks, you know? I don't think Zoom would be okay with me saying that, and so like I feel weird about it.
So you think like they're gonna bring the hammer down because he said your baby should eat rocks?
Well, I mean, well, first of all, it's not my baby. Second of all, it's like, yeah, it's maybe a little bit different when a baby eats it because like they're crawling around outside, they're shoving stuff in their mouth, whatever. It's a little more natural. Like, okay, so what? Yeah, like I have like in my cat like tub feeder, where you scoop it out and feed the cat with like what would usually be kibble. It's full of dirt, rocks, sticks, and mud, and like I don't know why that's any different. Like, do you think that Zoom would feel like that's different? Because I get a little bit worried.
Um, so wait, you're saying your cat shits in that or he eats it?
No, dude. Dirt, rocks, sticks, mud. So like it's where the kibble would be.
So you're walking on dirt, rocks, sticks, and mud all day?
How can I explain this to you in a way that you'll understand? So can you put yourself in the mind of a caveman, okay?
Okay.
You wake up, you're fucking
Fire.
thirsty. Stop. Okay, no fire. You wake up,
Okay.
you're thirsty. The
Fishing.
fire's the fire's out. You have no fish left over. What do you like? What do you do?
Um,
What is
Hunt.
going through your mind?
I must
Okay,
hunt.
hunt. Okay, you go hunting. There's no animals. You look at the ground. What do you see?
Berries. Harvest the berries.
Okay,
Poisonous berries.
poisonous berries. You
Oh, I
trust the
start
berries?
shitting myself.
You trust the berries?
No, no, I don't.
Okay, so what else do you see on the ground?
Dirt, sticks, gravel.
What do you do?
Get a big handful of dirt and gravel.
And then what?
Ask my wife if she wants any.
That's actually noble as fuck letting her eat first.
Oh, that's well, everybody knows cavemen were the most chivalrous.
Do you think they cooked the rocks before they ate them? Like, hold up, let me put this on medium fire for 6 glumps.
I bet they cooked their worms.
Maybe they ate worms. They probably ate like everything, huh?
Do you think there is a caveman badass enough that he wanted to like all the other people in the town were like just hunting like whatever deer, whatever bullshit. But like there was a guy that wanted to like kill a fucking T-Rex and like eat that shit. Do you think there is a caveman like that? Or were cavemen even around with dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'm thinking timelines here. I'm thinking timelines.
Well, have you seen Sam or not Samurai Jack? What am I thinking of?
Yeah, no. I don't think humans and dinosaurs were ever a
Well, have you
thing.
seen the Flintstones? That might say otherwise.
Well, because there's a big ass bomb that killed all the big things, right?
Yeah. So the
Wouldn't that have killed the humans too?
yeah, no, I definitely actually think you're right. I don't think humans were fucking around with dinosaurs.
But I do hear your point, and like, yes, I do think that there were humans that
Okay,
were.
then like replace it with like a woolly mammoth. You think one of them were like, let's fucking kill a woolly mammoth? Or is that
Don't,
also another one that's just gone?
don't we like murder fucking like mammoths? No, pause. I'm about to say these
Murder
days.
what?
There's no mammoths left over, but like, we're killing big ass things, no problem, right? I mean, shit, elephants are like mammoths, only a little more gray.
Yeah, but they're not aggressive.
Yeah, little fucking hippos and shit. Dude, you know how fucking aggressive hippos are? Hippos are nuts,
Well, they
dude.
actually have the strongest bite. Did you know that?
Come on, bro.
No, I swear to God.
This
What
was we were together
animal?
for a trivia question. I
Oh,
know that
yeah.
it's true, but
Okay,
it's
wait.
like
Okay, wait. I'm gonna look up the top three. You have to guess too.
okay, okay. The top three strongest bites.
Okay, well, it's not even saying hippo is one. It's saying
Okay,
hippo is
so
four.
incorrect.
But okay, what do you think it is?
I mean, I feel like a
You can get
gator.
this, bro. Oh yeah, you got it. Nile crocodile. I was about to say, think about something that's good at biting.
Okay, so but there's another one, right?
Well, they have two crocodiles in the top four.
Okay, well that's stupid.
A Nile and a saltwater.
You can't get fucking two placements in the top four for one species. That's not how it works.
But yeah, there is one more. What do you think it is? You could also get this.
A fucking I mean like a fucking tiger. I don't know. Fucking
A great white.
oh shit. Those things do like bite and shit, don't they?
Uh-huh. And yeah, so that's the trivia of today.
You know what I don't get about like fish and stuff like that?
What?
Like what are they doing? Like they're always like swimming around, but like where are they going? You know?
I think about the ones that like we have a friend of the show, Blake, who we might have on one day, a fisherman. He will be fishing like in like a neighborhood pond and there will be like bass and shit in there. Like what are their lives like, you know? Like 'cause he catches them and just releases them like and they're just in the same little like
He was going to
spot.
neighborhood. I thought he was going to like
Oh, he goes
real.
everywhere. No, he goes
Okay.
everywhere, but like he will like, fish in a neighborhood. But I just always wonder like the neighborhood fish, like what's their life like?
Are there actual bass in like neighborhood ponds?
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. He finds bass
Bass are
all
like
over around here.
aren't bass like big ass fish?
Oh yeah, he gets some big bass,
How do they
bro.
get there?
And yeah, look him up right now, fans of the Flameside, or what do we call them? The Embers. Look up BD
Embers.
Basson, Big Drip Basson. Look him up.
Shout out BD Basson, bro.
We might get
I
him on one day.
I thought like neighborhood ponds were man made, or like most of them were or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I think people do like buy fish for that shit.
We need to
That's
have like a third guy who just like knows stuff. You know anybody in your life who just like knows shit, where you can ask and be like, "What's the deal with this?"
yeah,
And
dude. Everybody,
they they'll
bro.
probably have a good answer.
Every podcast needs one of those fuckers, dude.
Yeah, who at least can be a little bit nimble with the googling. What do you think about alternative like search engines? Like I know Opera is one
What,
people
like
talk
Bing?
about a lot. Well, yeah, but like new ones I'm talking about where it's like, oh, we're different. And
What
like Bing
are
and Google are like the same fucking thing. Like look up Opera, look up like fucking there's a bunch of new ones that come up where it's like,
Opera?
yeah, Opera search engine. It's like, oh, we're different. Um, but like not really. Opera search
Opera?
engine. Pop up tool,
Hell no, dude.
yeah, fuck no, dude. Like you don't want to be using that shit. I'm sorry, but like, yeah, Google sucks, but like, fuck off. It's
Does it
weird
suck?
in a
It's kind of the
way.
goat.
I mean, yeah, it's a go, but like
It's the
I get it.
standard, that's
There's
for
so much
sure.
annoying shit. There is so much annoying shit with like everything in the world, but the second somebody starts pointing it out, I get a weird like patriotic sense for all this stuff. It's kind of like our country. Like whenever someone's like, whenever I'm by myself, I'm like, damn, this fucking sucks. Like our country's a fucking pain in the ass. And then whenever some other fucker is like, yeah, America's the worst. It's like, pause. Like, let me get my flag. There was a huge like baseball versus cricket argument on Twitter the other day, and it was so funny because a bunch of like loser fucking British people were like posting like a very average like cricket highlight, and they were like, if Americans watched one game of cricket, their heads would explode, and everyone's just making fun of them so much because it's like because it's cricket, bro. Like cricket is fucking stupid. Like I don't feel like there's a lot of things where I'm like, oh, I'm like out of line saying this. Like this is a different culture. Cricket is really fucking stupid as a sport. Like it's not like there's very little skill involved. I don't feel weird saying that. Like it's very very like similar talent to baseball. Only somehow baseball is harder because baseball is also objectively one of the easiest sports, like by margin. And like even that, like people are doing insanely more impressive things than like the coolest fucking cricket plays, dude. Like the bowler they call him, the bowler in cricket gets like a running head start and gets to fucking whip it at the batter, and they can still like max reach like 92 miles per hour, like max. And like that, like I'm sorry, bro, but like that is just pathetic. That is
What
just pathetic.
what do you think about like the insect cricket?
Oh, the insects cricket. It's pretty good. I actually do like crickets quite a bit because like crickets are
Really?
chill. Yeah, what do you think about crickets?
Bro, dude, I work in this warehouse for those of you who don't know, and there's been this fucking cricket who has gotten himself stuck in a bad spot, and he is all day long, dude. I'm hearing crickets, dude. I'm walking into work and he's hiding like near me, and he's driving me nuts, dude. And when I get close, he'll stop. And then I'll walk away, turn my back. Ooh, and it's one of those things, dude. It's kind of just like the cherry on top these days with like driving me nuts.
That's kind of nice though. A little bit of ambient noise at work.
No, I do not need to hear. You should hear what the warehouse sounds like. It sounds like a fucking battleground sometimes when the people are fucking up or like, oh, it's so loud sometimes.
I was a real I was a real grass guzzler when I was a kid. So like I was always like
What?
like I was always in like the open lot, like where like all like the overgrown grass was, and I was trying to like capture all the insects and like fuck around with them a little bit. I feel bad. I was probably harassing those poor little guys, but like catching the cricket was always fun because it's like it's a little tricky to catch that fucker when they're jumping around, but like you can, and like they don't ever really like panic too much. Like they'll chill in your hand for a sec, but like they will never bite you. They'll never like fuck around with you too much, and like as long as you're not like a prick kid killing them, like you can have a fun time with grasshoppers for sure. And like grasshoppers, crickets. What's the difference?
I
Are they
have
like the
no
same
fucking
shit?
idea.
I feel like in Bugs Life they portrayed the crickets as like real fucking like dickheads, and
I
like
think the grasshopper was the dickhead in Bug's Life. I'm looking at
oh
it.
oh, I don't really know what the difference is, but
Ew, fucking disgusting. I'm watching them. Oh, I'm watching them mate, dude.
you're watching crickets mate.
Well, I just see a picture of it. It's just like they're shoving it in my face. Thanks, Google. Maybe I will use what's it called?
Dude, I actually have to expose
Opera.
my girlfriend really quickly. I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. I wonder if she is. But whenever we walk by animals outside, like she always has to point out when the animals are about to mate, and she'll crudely refer to it as those animals are about to fuck sometimes. And I'm like, I don't need to like there's no part of me that like desires that information.
Those
You know?
animals are about to.
Because well, we always walk outside past these like pigeons, and one pigeon is like puffing up his neck so fucking much, he's taking up half the sidewalk.
Oh,
And she's like, ah!
does she like that kind of like? Is she like fucking with that?
I mean, I'm not gonna say she's liking it, but like
Not like she's fucking with like
I
what the
think she
birds
finds
are
it
up to.
fun.
She yeah, like you just like she's like oh,
Yeah, she thinks it's fun. I guess is how I would describe it.
that is kind of
And
funny.
it's funny, but like,
We might need to get more crude on this podcast.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe we should have her on. Those
sure, yeah,
animals are about to fuck.
she's the crudest person I know.
Is she? Don't say it. Don't expose your girlfriend on here, bro.
Yeah, why the fuck are you trying to get me to say shit about my girlfriend, bro? Why are you so weird like that?
Bro, you just called her the crudest person you know, bro.
Dude, I bet if you read some texts from when you were trying to Riz in high school, everybody would be like, "Oh my god, no
I think I
Riz,
would
no
throw up
Riz."
if I posted that on the internet. Maybe I need
Do
to
you
get over
actually
myself.
do you actually want to do a segment like that? Because I just think it'd be terrible for everybody
No,
to
no,
go.
not like I have kind of decided you can't do that on the podcast. It's like a Patreon kind of thing, like down the road, if we ever had a page.
Ooh, we need to milk our fucking embers a little bit more.
Yeah, like yeah. Well, we don't need a
Yes,
Patreon right now because
yes, we
we
do.
the only person that would buy it that would not be family would be or friends would be Josh, and it wouldn't be worth his money.
Well, what do you have against like getting our friends to give us money? I don't give a shit.
Um, yeah, I just don't think they would buy it.
I'm not gonna lose sleep if our fucking guest from episode 7 and 8 fucking gives us money. He should. He
Well,
should be.
he's a Patreon sucker.
Oh yeah. Oh, that kid fucking. He'll probably be subscribed to our Patreon for like decades without realizing it.
No, but he has what's it called? Rocket.
I could use. Oh fuck! He got the antidote. Shit.
Dude, we need to get a sponsorship. I know I always hear Rocket
Yeah, Rocket's a big one. Are we sponsor friendly?
no, I kind of imagine us though, like kind of being in the same way as the Yard podcast does it, where like they do like a read, but it's like just a fucking joke or like a bit
Uh huh.
and do some shit like that. I think we could do
Yeah.
that for a company.
I would be okay with doing an ad read if I made it clear that like this is about to be the ad read and you please skip forward about 45 seconds and just do the most like unenthusiastic like Squarespace website cheap
Squarespace catching a fucking stray.
anyone can do it
Would you want to do
factor meals.
DraftKings?
Oh fuck no, I'll never fucking chill for a sports book. You heard that here first. That shit's evil as fuck DraftKings, fuck them for life. But I would actually have them be a sponsor.
Yes, of course.
I will, of course, I'd let them be a sponsor, but also fuck them for life.
There's not many I'd say fucking no to.
No, you'd have a hard time finding me turning that down. But like,
Maybe we are ad friendly. Do you hear what we just said?
yeah, like we will not put effort in. Well, I don't know. What do you think about like people putting effort into ad reads? Like, is it fun or is it like I like don't care? Like just like get on with the video, you know? Because like some like YouTubers will do like a whole segment where it's like they make like a skit out of the ad and everything, you know? You
Some
know
of
what I'm
them I
talking
think
about?
are cringe, but I like I said, I think the Yard podcast does it in like a fun way. Honestly, you should hear one of their ad
Well,
reads one day.
okay. I'll give it a listen.
Like if
I
I'm
mean,
like, let's just say this, like if I'm listening to a certain podcast and they do an ad read the way they do it of just like I'm reading a script, like I'll skip that every time. But if I'm like working and the yard ad read comes on,
uh-huh.
usually it's like kind of funny.
Yeah.
So like I don't even need to skip it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. Me personally, it's like that's great if you want to take the time to like, be nice to your advertiser and everything. That's like I'm happy for you for that, but like I don't care about your effort being put there as a creator. Like I'm just happy to skip it. I don't give a fuck, you know?
You should
Like
listen
if
to one. They don't really, they'll sometimes like be like weird. Like they'll talk about like Factor or like Hello Fresh or something. They'll get one with them and like they'll be saying like weird shit that they don't even like offer and like
Mhm.
you kind of need to like the brand definitely like trust them. It's kind of cool. They give them a lot of leeway.
How the fuck would a brand be cool with that? Like
Like they were saying like, oh yeah, like you can get zebra meat or whatever, like fucking around and doing weird shit like that, you know?
yeah.
And HelloFresh obviously doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
All right, who's your Timothy?
my Himothy this week,
Yeah.
um, well, let's first go over the results. I already told you them. It is a tie. So I guess that's co-Himothy. Do we just want to do that?
Sure, I guess. Kind of lame, but sure.
So MTA lady and Nick.
That's
Good.
so fucked up that she doesn't
Good.
get to win.
Well, how about this?
And
Did you vote in this poll?
no, I didn't. Actually, maybe I did. Sometimes I vote and forget.
Well, if you didn't vote, then I'll give MTA lady the win because I did vote for Nick. I voted for my own Himothy, and there was only 4 votes.
Okay. Well, that's fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna vote.
But you nominated him. You can't vote.
I voted for all my Himothys.
All right, now I see where your allegiances lie. Um, my Timothy of the week, dude. I'm gonna have to um, shit, dude. I'm gonna have to stick with the theme of this podcast, which is going to be major brands, corporations, and our country. I'm talking like USA, Amazon, Chase Bank. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do a triple Timothy. Amazon, USA, and Chase Bank,
So when I make the poll, should I just do that one banks?
and the country like the United States of America.
USA banks? Because I only have a
And
certain amount of characters here.
do USA banks and Amazon if you can do that
That might be pushing it, but I get the
because
gist.
they're all so horrible in so many ways. But like, god damn it, if I'm not gonna sometimes defend them and their ease of use,
Um, I have one though. I'm gonna do Tizo Touchdown, the artist, the music artist. You know Tizo?
no.
I just think he's been dropping bangers.
Oh, can I do zombies instead as like an unsung hero in the fiction
Do
world?
you want me to just add them in the poll? You could have two.
No, I want zombies.
Oh, okay.
Zombies for real because like let's all take a moment to think about the unsexy interesting character that's been brought into so many different mediums that we haven't wanted to fuck ever, you know. So that's I think we need to put some respect on their name.
That is a good one.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna be zombies versus Tizo Touchdown.
Yes.
Go listen to his tracks.
Tizo gonna be pissed if they lose.
Tizo listens to the pod.
Let's go. Respect to Tizo.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 10. Also, there's a new intro. I hope you guys peep the new intro. If you
Oh
guys didn't peep the new intro, go back, peep the new intro.
yeah, go listen again.
Um,
Timestamp, timestamp.
it has you hitting a three, it has me hitting a three. It
Holy
has
shit.
no, it's a really good intro. So I hope you
Fuck
guys
yeah.
enjoyed that for week 10.
That's incredible.
But I guess we'll see you week 11. Keep grinding, y'all. Any last words,
Oh,
Flame?
I can't wait to say Travis Konechny next week. No, that's it for me. Just keep your zombies in mind and have a great day.
Peace out, y'all.